you came, where did I go wrong? I lost a friend somewhere along in the...
What is going on, everybody? Cephalon here, bringing some Madden 16 Ultimate Team content. Today we're doing a player review of the 99 overall limited edition Peyton Manning card. Obviously this card is a lot of money, and it's one of those ones where it's very hard to justify spending $2 million for a quarterback. But I still can't sell this card. I've been trying to, I just can't, because I do believe he's this good. So his really good qualities about him: his deep ball is amazing. He's got, look right there, he gets the ball out of his hands really quick, as we make a really nice play right there, and it just, the ball is always on point, so and then I go ahead and throw an interception. But so that wasn't really on point, but that was my fault. I did a bullet pass and the guy had a pretty good shave with two guys there. But we're taking on the Seahawks here in this first matchup, and I'm just going to kind of stay here. This is all Madden, so it's a lot harder to put up 50 points on these people, because they're most of the time they're very good players. As you see right there, he threw the ball real deep right there. We had one-on-one coverage in Night Train Lane, and we just knocked the ball out. Now I edited a lot of these videos here too. Look at that nice move by McFadden on the little pitch out, but edit a lot of the defense out, so you're not going to see a lot of the defense. Just kind of like going through the nice plays. So this guy had a pretty good run defense, but you still got to set them up, and that's the thing that's really good about having a Peyton Manning or one of the top end quarterbacks. So right here you can see he put a really good sack in on us, and I was looking downfield. So we set up a nice little play I like to do, roll out here on 3rd and 13, which might not be the best idea here, because I think I need to replace my my right tackle. But he held up fairly well here. We threw it across because everyone was covered, and he throws it right where he doesn't throw it to the other team. Like, you had two guys on him, and we still were able to try to make a play on that. So right now I just figure I'm going to throw it deep here. I'll show you guys the long ball. I'm going to throw it to Dez Bryant. Obviously that's a boss card, so I figured maybe he might not be expecting to streak the outside. We do get one-on-one coverage in a perfect pocket. We throw it up, and look how beautiful that ball is, right on point. Obviously it was probably more Dez than anything, giving a good separation, but we do get up 7-0 there, and that's pretty nice. So we're back on defense here, and again we're just going to show you some basic stuff. He does move the ball fairly well on me. The player we're playing right now and the next game, both these guys did a lot of underneath stuff that doesn't necessarily fit into my scheme. My defensive scheme, I like to I do quarters most of the time, and I'll try to throw in some blitzes when I can. But normally when I throw in the blitzes, I get kind of taken advantage of, because I'm either I'm doing it wrong, or like right there I did a mid blitz, and I sold out, and I was probably on the wrong side of the running back to get that to come in, leaving that guy wide open. But so he gets up 7-7. So right now again we're just gonna keep going back to the plays we had before that were working. And again, that was my fault. I didn't get the ball out. So if you watch a lot of these times where I'm getting blitzed, and here's that rollout I was talking about earlier. I think I had the wrong play, and it's just my tackle just let the guy come really wide. That would have been a really nice play, and he got him the ball back. But what I was trying to say though is that the Peyton Manning, when people are blitzing him and you push the button, as long as you push that button when he's coming, he gets the ball out a lot more times again, those sacks, as we get a nice little sack right there ourselves. So we're getting about 3 seconds left in here, 7-7 game. So we're hoping that we're just going to make one more play here and just get it back down to halftime. But looks like he's going for a very long field goal at 40 on the 40-yard line, and everybody has the same kicker, so we know that's going to be good. So we're going to go down into half, down 10-7. But and he gets the ball back, which is nice. So we're going to have to start making a play. Start shading to the outside, and we do it right there. We get Rod Woodson, gets him right there. We went into quarters, and we didn't press that time. We went outside, and we got the pick. We were really close on that, which is pretty nice, because he did a lot of the same type of stuff. Just meshes underneath or quick outs to the right, and that's why I couldn't really do a lot on defense, because I'm usually in the middle of the field, and he didn't really throw in the middle of the field much. So right there we just stuck to the run, and got a nice little first down. I don't think he was expecting it. And right there, again, I had open guys, but I didn't get the ball back. That was not Peyton's fault. That was my fault. But we're going to go back to the same play again. I knew I had guys open. They're just getting stuck behind the line. And look at that dot right in the the middle of the field. Demaryius Thomas holds on to the ball for a touchdown, and the ball gets there fast, guys. That's the good thing about Peyton Manning. He's got 98 throw power, and again, the accuracy is just through the roof. So at this point, it's third quarter, and he's chucking balls deep again, and if you switch on your character or your player and hit that A button, you're going to knock that ball down, and you'll see how Nitrate on that play knocked it with his hand. So one-on-one coverage is still, you know, very you can still beat it very well as long as you play the right type of stuff. So right there, he tries a screen game. We go ahead and knock that down as well. You know, it's like I said, he tries to go underneath a lot, and as he's looking, you know, deeper, you can see we get the pressure. But he still moves the ball, like I said, by doing a little small, you know, runs, little small passes. So he was still moving the ball fairly well. Going down the fourth quarter, though, you know, if he scores here, it's going to put us in a bad position. And we play some really good defense, and you know, manned up on him right there. And I'm going back to that little mid blitz. Just because I think he's going to go short passes, and right there we got bailed out. He caught the ball, but somehow we knocked that ball loose, which is pretty nice. And then we get the heater that came in. It finally worked. I was trying to figure out how to do that, and we get the ball. So all we really need to do now is get a couple first downs here, and then seal that up. And as we get that one, nice little spin for McFadden, and that's the car I'm using instead of Bo. I did replace him. So we go to a little screen game right now just to kind of see. You know, obviously the short passes for Peyton are going to be good, but most quarterbacks throw good short passes. So I think I kind of said it earlier, but you know, the thing about having the quarterbacks like that, Peyton Manning, is that you know, it gives you more room. Just like in real NFL, it gives you more room to throw the ball because people are going to expect you or going to let you have more runs and more, you know, plays up the middle because they think you're going to pass with those quarterbacks. So now we're going on to the Rams, playing against the Rams right now, and again, going against another tough opponent here. This guy, you know, he ran again a lot of. He ran a lot. He was run heavy and a lot of plays in the middle. So he was definitely, you know, taking a lot of time off the clock. So we didn't get a lot of play with Peyton Manning. But again, I've used Manning a lot with, you know, in solos and tons of games. These are just the two I'm bringing you right now. These are the ones I played today. So we do a nice little corner route right there, and look at the nice miss by Bryant, and he takes it for a huge gain, breaks tackles, and those plays work really good because he puts the ball right into a position where you can run after the catch too, and you know, my guy didn't run out of bounds. So we floated one up there for Demarius, and a little nice spin move, you know, stays right on the sideline but doesn't go out of bounds and gets us right down to the goal line. So a very easy toss to get that touchdown. But yeah, again, the release is very fast. The accuracy is on point, and he moves very well behind the pocket. And that was the reason why I got rid of Vic, is because if you don't get to the line of scrimmage, Vic's speed doesn't mean anything. He's basically just as fast as every other quarterback that you can get. Now this guy, he kind of had, I wouldn't necessarily say a budget team, but you know, I think that's a Tyrod Taylor, and he was using that new Richardson card. The Campus Hero one that came out, it's probably only like 13,000, but you know, and it did pretty well. You know, he had some really good runs, and he was tough to bring down. So I think the bigger thing on this one and against these type of players is once you let them make a mistake, or you know, you get an interception or a fumble and you can get up 2 scores, it changes the way they play. And I think this guy would have stuck to the same stuff. He probably would have had a you know, a really good chance of winning in this game. But as you can see here, like I said, I'm letting these plays in, showing you that he gets a lot of those little, you know, 3-4 yards, and then we get down to a fourth and 1, and right there, look at that. I should have had the pick. You know, I didn't click on him, but even without clicking on him, that was a very easy pick. The computer just didn't do his job because he was right in position. So he got the first down from there, and you know, he's going to move in very well, or toward the goal line to get a score again. So. You know, or score for his first time. Actually, I'm sorry, it's 7-0. But again, he's taking a lot of clock off. If you notice, you know, the first, we're already in the second quarter. You know, and it's going down. Nice little corner route right there. And we did quarters, but we didn't shade outside. And he was doing the mesh plays. You know, like I said, a lot of underneath. And you know, he, I can hear him on the mic talking, and he kept thinking I was doing a lot of mic scrapes. I ran mic scrape one time just because I wanted to see if I can get some pressure, and it didn't really work for me. I don't know the right setup yet. I wasn't actually, like I said, I don't. If you watch my games, I don't really blitz a lot, but you know, I try to do different things. So I went to the mid blitz and to the other one, and also that overload seam, which is all through that 49ers playbook. And you know, every time I did that, he's still got a lot of good plays. You know, and right there, you look at McFadden was sitting right there, and he was the only one open there. We got a nice little 3-yard gain. So back to the run here. We get right past his user, a nice little break tackle, and he just lays the boom on us. You know, luckily we didn't fumble right there. And on 3rd and 3, you know, I decided to go trap up the middle. I didn't think he'd be expecting that, and we got a nice little first down. So now we'll be able to go back to the air here. and try to hit underneath. And right there, look at that. We almost got sacked, but he still puts on a perfect ball right to him. You don't have to worry about a lot of those, like where it says the quarterback's under pressure and and he throws like a bad ball on the ground. So right there, he was under pressure again, but we still put in a very catchable ball to Dez there, and he just didn't come up with the catch. So right now we're going to be doing some swing out. Very nice pass right there, right to where I needed to go, but his user just Demarius didn't block his user, and he was able to get a really good open field tackle. Always would have had that first down, so we had to settle for a field goal. And he was pretty content with just running out the clock here and going to the third quarter. So, like I said, he was playing smart, and he knew we got the ball back, so he just needed to keep playing his game and everything there rights. But again, you know how I play. I'm going to find a way. If he wants to continue to pass, I'm going to find a way. So I have to shade outside and do some different things. But he went back to the run up the middle. He went for a little second and one. We figure the same type of stuff. He's going to keep trying to stuff it up the middle and move the ball on us. And we're just trying to make a play. So right there, we run right. We right committed on accident. I was doing some different shading, and it run committed, but it didn't matter because Sean Taylor got the intercepting right there, and that could have definitely been the nail in his coffin as we're up by 3. And if we do score right here, we're going to make it 2 scores. So we're moving in the same type of X and outs. And again, we went to the other side. McFadden makes a nice little move and get a good first down for us. And now we're going to try to hit Des Bryant on the corner route. And again, perfect placement. Look where the ball is. It's right in his hands for a really good first down. Now we're going to try to hit underneath. I like to kind of mix it up with the outs and then go right underneath, and we do with Demarius again, and he gets us right toward that goal line. So on a 2nd and 5, it was very easy just to pop a run on him because he was going to be playing playing the pass on that. So get a nice little first down. So now we're up 17-7. So just kind of summing up here, and he's going to be he's going to start throwing the ball. He's just going to try to get deeper balls because he's down by 2 and there's not a lot of time left. So we put a quarterback spy on him, and you'll see if he starts rolling out, you'll see there's our spy right there. We bring it, so he's going to have a hard time getting those balls down the field. But kind of summing up here on that card, I definitely do feel that Peyton Manning card is worth the money if you have a lot of money. Here, look at this play right here. We go into triple coverage right now. Eric Berry gets an interception, beautiful spin, and watch him run right. And he's going to take this to the house. Beautiful move by him, and our player is definitely going to be quitting out at that point. But again, let's try to sum it up to what I was saying as this guy quits out. It definitely is a very good card. It's probably the best quarterback in the game, bar none. Accuracy, release of the ball, everything. Like I said, if you have the money, get the card. If you don't, wait for it to go lower. So hopefully you enjoy this review, and it did show you some things of its deep ball, short game, middle, and all that, even though it was a short place. But subscribe if you're new, and I will see you again soon, guys.